Yo, what's up guys? Snowfall in Wisconsin. What is today? Hold on, let me grab my phone. I know that you guys won't see this video on this day, but November 26th. It was actually snowing last night, so November 25th. It's gonna be dark in here. I just turned the heat on. Oh yeah, I can feel it. Dad brought the welder over. Battery box is done. Let's get this battery box in and go play in the snow, boys. We got our box here. I kind of need to determine which way, how exactly I want to weld it. I'm thinking I'm gonna just weld the ends. Put a little bead here, a little bead here. I mean, it's literally just holding a fucking battery. Clearance of the shock. I think that looks good. I got the welder set up. I think I have it set up. I kind of just opened, my dad said, open the door. Open the door. Open the door. If you've seen that meme, you know what I'm talking about here.
Open the door. Open the door. Open the door.
But yeah, he said open the door and there would be wire settings in there. So that's what I did. Open the door, there was some wire settings. We're gonna go ahead and just take a little practice piece and try to lay a bead on it and see if I just blast right the fuck through it. Because it is a 220 welder and some thin gauge. Okay, boys. I'm 27, and I haven't welded since I was 16, so I mean, or 17. I guess 18 too, whatever. Shop classes in high school is when I welded last. So here, I was a little bit too far away. I actually think I was too close. And then I pulled it away a little bit, and we started running a pretty decent bead. So I'm gonna go ahead and practice one more time, and then we'll go ahead and weld the quad. I keep accidentally hitting the trigger. Wasting my dad's welding wire. Shh, don't tell him. We got our corners all prepped up. It's a little uneven, but I can just tack the ones that do sit even and then force that. It's just this one corner. Tiny little gap. Let's force it down towards the end. Let's get the ground down here and get it welded up. Okay, now I'm only going for a tack weld. I'm not trying to overkill it here. Just going for a tack weld. Nice little tack, boys. I'm gonna come back and re-weld it. I just don't want to overkill it right now. This metal's so thin that if I just sit there and and weld it, I'm gonna blast right through it. Okay, we got 2 tacks on. Move to the other side. And for the last tack. Okay, boys. Box is all mounted up. I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple more welds on here and finish this up. Like I said, I couldn't run a bead on here. I had to just keep tacking it. So I had originally tacked it, ground down the old tacks, and then added more tacks on top of it just to be sure, because I don't want to have to do this again. But boys, man, big jumps, boom, 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 boom. She's on there, and it's black. Sheesh, chilling. I'm gonna get these last couple tack welds just ground down, and then I'm gonna put some paint on it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm fucking tickled pink right now that it's snowing. Fucking love snow. We don't have a snowmobile this year, but we got a quad. Look at these flakes just a-falling. Love that. Love, love, love that. We don't have it, like I said, no sled this year, but my dad's got a little Indy 500. It's green. It just had a carb cleaning last year, probably maybe some new spark plugs. The track's not too bad. It definitely needs a shock. Dad has the shock. I kind of wanted to do that in an episode. So then we have a hoop beater right around the yard in the winter. That'd be great. I think that'd be cool, because why not? I ground down these welds already. I need to get something so I like put it as a backing so I don't spray everywhere. Okay, you already know that we grabbed the twisted T-box. Oh yeah, paint that shit up. Hide that. Had to make sure that stays all sealed up. We didn't do all that work to this thing for it to just get rusty, right, boys? Right. So now we just patiently wait for that to dry. What is that? Is that still a little scuff mark? God damn it. A little touch-up paint on it. So we wait for that to dry. Get the battery back in. And go have some fun. I don't know what Ricky's doing. I seen him chilling with the fam. He had the old wife and the fucking kid ready to go play in the snow. He was testing on his all seasons on the Audi. So Ricky's probably busy right now. But I sent some Snapchats, so he knows. He knows that your boy is gonna go ripping. Oh yeah, I'm all, put the battery back in, go rip. We gotta put the plastic back on too, but I'll get back to you guys when this is dry. A little side to side jiggle, I guess. I mean, if that ever became a problem, we could just put some foam or something on the side. We'll see. We'll see. Have the battery back in, plastics mounted back up. Seats on. And I'm ready to go for a test rip. Well, not a test rip. Well, I guess so, because I want to know if the battery box clunks. It's a little later in the day after all the ruckus on the quad. Again, shitty helmet position camera. I'm all with it on my head facing down, and yeah, I know. I'll figure it out. I feel like on the side of the helmet is a lot better than on the top of the helmet, so I need to try to. Anyways, starter chain, the gasket for that cover, and I accidentally cut it with the scissors when I opened it. Love that for me. Chain guide. This little seal goes on the back of the whole magnet thing. I'll show you when I get over there. I'm not putting that on though. And then the whole carb kit. So let's get this over there. I just removed the old carb, and it came with a new rubber, a little metal piece here, another piece of rubber there, and the spring. So she's pretty nice. I'm trying to hold the camera here so you can see a little girl in action. Oh yeah, she's squirming. Come over here to the parts table. So this is old, but we need to imitate it. So we're gonna need these pieces. I did not see where this came from, but I would assume that it came from, oh man, I should have paid more attention. Cut. Old carb is off. Gonna slap on the new carb. It came with this gasket here, but I don't exactly know where they want that one. I would assume they don't want it mashed up in between here. I don't know where else you would put it. So maybe I'm gonna look up a diagram quick and maybe I can find something on that. The paper gasket doesn't even line up right. Like if you wanted to use it here, holes are all wonky. Middle hole's not lining up. Flip it over. Same fucking dilemma. Doesn't really fit on this one either. I don't fucking know. We're not using that. There wasn't one on it when I took it off, so guess what? There's not one on it when I put it back on. Just make sure to crank her good extra, a little extra tight. New carburetor installed. Get the top of this bad boy on there. The chain is probably going to be the hardest part, to be honest. I don't know about hard, I guess, but the trickiest, needless to say. New carb is on. Throttle cable's attached. Wham, wham, bam, bam. I don't know. Bam, bam, bam. Fucking superbike. One da 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 dun, one da 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 dun. You fucking use your imagination, huh? Alright. So we got new chain guides. Set up the old tripod. Rip these bad doggies open. Got one here. One here. They just slide in like so. Take it out, weasel it out. Alright, that one's kind of being a biatch. We'll do the big one first. They just wiggle out. Boop. Pull it out the bottom. So much shit in the way. Pull it out the bottom. Slides out.
Out with the old, in with the new. Rinse, repeat the other side. Guides are on. Go ahead, get this chain on. Of course, there's super powerful magnets, so I'll have to put the camera down. So the chain will not slip past that. And I can't get this whole system off without getting this chain holder, sprocket holder thing off, and it's held on by this old ass fucking screw, and this one's stripped out already. So I don't want that to happen to this one, so I just sprayed PB Blaster on it, and we're gonna heat it up, and I'll let you know if that goes bad or not. If it does, I got the welder here, so fuck that screw, I'll weld a nut on it. But we're gonna try all this first. We put a nice big goober on it. She was fucking red hot. If this works good, I'm probably gonna have to do it to this one. Because, yeah. I just keep bending the tab back, but how many times is that gonna work, you know? I welded the nut on. That worked perfectly. Nut came right out. Like the good little fucking bitch it was. I had to loosen the nut here to pull this back to get the chain on, but now I don't really have enough slack to give it over the starter, so I think I'm going to bust the starter loose a little bit so maybe it'll angle. I'm going to go ahead and try that. So I ended up just pulling the whole thing off because I tried to take the starter bolts off and this side one and this one came out, but somebody broke this one off in there, so the actual like housing of the starter won't come off, but you could change like the chrome tube piece. I don't know, that sucks. But while we're this far, might as well change this gasket too if we can. Of course, this is also going to be a bitch to get out. Old gasket out. Got a new gasket here. See, just all seeping already. Pop old girl in there. Nice and snug. There we go. Didn't think I was going to use that, but since we had to go this far anyways, figured I might as well. There was no way that I was getting it on without taking something off. And go figure, I was taking stuff off while I took the other side of the starter off to see if I could try to figure out what was up with that hole. Hold on, let me push this clip on. Guides are in, all that shit's on. But like I was mentioning, I took apart this other side. And look at this shit, boys. It's like some copper shit with some fucking springs and shit. And of course, I took it apart and I didn't have to. Yep. I'd be trying to start it here pretty quick if I wouldn't have did this. I took this cover back off on the back, which I did not need to do. I held it with like some zip ties, and Tommy was here, my fiance's brother. I held it with zip ties on the edge and he pushed. I don't know how anybody in their life would have done that by themselves. That sucked. That's done. Get this back on. Find the keyway. Tap that back on. Gotta find this nut. Here it is. Big Daddy DeWalt. Beautiful. Sure that has a torque spec. Torque spec is 2 Wagga-Duggas. I'm gonna go ahead and get this cover back on. I'm not gonna put the gasket back on yet because after we just did all that, who knows how this is gonna go. So I'm just gonna set the camera. Let's go ahead, set the camera down really quick, get the cover back on, and I'll get back to you guys. This is it. Ground's hooked up. Gas is back on. Turn the valve. Brand new carb. Please. Please fire up. Turn our key on. Boys! No fucking way! Yeah! Oh my God, this is just amazing. This is just amazing. Boys. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy right now. I'm just tickled pink. Yes. Yes. Well, boys, there you have it. Mini quad runs. The big quad got its battery box today. First snowfall in Wisconsin. I'd say overall today was a great day. I got nothing else for you guys. I gotta work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and get inside and clean up. But you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content. Have a nice night.